Hi there, welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera, and you're not drunk, we are drunk. We have drank the ichor, the black ichor, and now we see malaise, and we think it's pretty dangerous because sorrow is dangerous, and we have to ask around about malaise because it might be...
Doing begets learning, I guess.
It might be a little bit dangerous. Speaking to her, let's talk to the other guys in the bar first. To Leto first. Though this woman's face is young, she has been beaten hard by the sun. She wears a tight-fitting skin suit under loose desert ropes. Her eyes are a deep and unsettling black, with no whites to be seen. Occasional streaks of light race across them, flashing in the shadows of her hood like stars plummeting from the sky. "I am Leto," she says. "I saw your coming. Now you're here." Leto's mind is inscrutable. Your thoughts reflect back at you from 1,000 angles, like shining a light onto a mirrored ball. What can you tell me about yourself, Leto? To the northeast, in the middle of the Lost Sea, there's a small town called Jerboa, dwarfed by the magnificence of the oasis of Mrajolios. Jerboa is a poor town, dependent on the charity of its neighbor. She nods to the bartender, and he refills her drink, floating a bottle through the air without touching it. I was born in the slums. The Jibra, residents of the city, would sometimes tour our ghetto. One of them saw my eyes and declared me touched by their god, Nicole. They taught me the deep secrets of their church and showed me how to comprehend the tapestry in my mind. But one day I saw a light flare in Sega's cliffs. Though this city and mine suffer hostilities, I knew that I must brave those dangers, for I saw the darkening storm. She grips your sleeve. I see the futures. I will not be able to return home, but I arrived in time to aid Dharma in his struggle against the adversaries. For a time, I was able to read the strands to help our team prepare against the adversaries' attacks. But they learned to cloak themselves against me, and all I could see of their intent was a generalized darkness. I am of little use against the adversaries now, but I remain to help against other foes. Oh. What can you tell me about the people here? I know the stories. I would like to know about Malays, but I know the stories of my comrades in arms, their past and their future. I have a deep bond with Ciobi, a friendship with Theoborus. My respect for Dharma knows no limit, and I have fond recollections of Feriok's ready wit. She shakes her head. I wish I could unravel the skein of perception and live in the present, as so do so many others. But it is not to be, and so I scramble across the web of time and know the threads of my friends. Oh. Can you tell me any stories about your friends? Of whom did you want to speak? Well, the barkeeper, Feriok. A seer of pain and love, a great light, his power, speech and attraction, an empath, a weaver of hope and reconciliation. The story I love most is this. An angry citizen comes threatening violence, and Feriok eats his pain and makes a new man in his place. In those old strands, Feriok is my friend. And you mine, Leto. Of whom did you want to speak? Maybe this Dharma, which you have respect for? He is the lodestone, the hourglass, the light that lifts, and the rope that binds. His strength is our strength, and through him we become stronger. He's the caller, the bringer, the tactician, and the strategist. He brings us to this place, and in the future he's gone. She does not see you as she speaks. The unseen adversary claims him. Unless no, the probabilities are too low. She shakes her head, bringing herself back to the presence. Is he still here? She slashes a glance toward a man in a blue shirt and breathes a sigh of relief. Of whom did you want to speak now? This Ciobi? She gives herself too little credit. During the Cobalt breach, she erects a shield around her company and fires precise bolts of telekinetic rage into the attackers. She destroys their inhuman captain, hurling him from the walls into dark space, and then dismembers the attackers who have come for me. In that day, she is my hero. She's the only one of us who can touch the physical world so completely. And when Dharma dies, she stands to unite us. No, wait, this isn't real. Not yet. She slaps herself lightly and mutters, "Walk in this world, Leto, this world alone." And of whom did you want to speak now? Tell me about Theborus. He follows the trail of the words of Kra. He finds the dead village in his mind. He seals the words, and they chew him to pieces until his brain has lost their knowledge altogether. She looks across the bar to the old man. No, that is a past possibility. That is not this reality. His mind is still intact. His stories still resonate. Is this the world in which he buries the last words of Kra? She shrugs, but he is the man who helps plan our battlefields. He shapes our expectations. It is he who brings the first adversary low. It shows him a story, and he tells it a better one. It bows to his vision before it knows his strength, and he traps it. He's a hero to this reality, although he knows it not. She shakes her head. I have spoken all the stories I will tell. And what can you tell me about these adversaries now? Is that the sorrow? She spits on the ground. I waste water speaking of them. I do not know what they are, but I know what they represent. They are the death of possibility, an existential threat to humanity. They sweep minds into themselves, consume individuality, and worship power. And they have learned to counter mine. I am helpless against them. A being named O is here to give you a vision. It says you will be the mother of empires. She stares at you, her mouth opening slightly, her eyes flicker across the bar, landing on no one in particular. I have not yet received the vision, and a mother, me? She shakes her head. I am barren. I will give no life. She pauses. Her hands are shaking. She whispers, I see only a stain when I look at myself, nothing more. A miasma occludes my vision of myself. But you're not a stain. Come on, you're a good woman, like all of us. How did you know I'd be coming here? Skeins of lives weave together in a tapestry. Your thread glows, it emerges from the sky, and a great darkness follows in your wake. That's the sorrow, I think. She waves a hand, as if pushing through cobwebs. I've seen you. Where you go, that is beyond my powers. Can you tell me anything about the people I travel with? Ask, and I will tell. First, tell me about Calistique. She turns her unsettling gaze onto Calistique. You are in many realities singularity seeker. In some you destroy yourself. Others see you triumphant over ashes. Or you subsume yourself in yourself. She shakes her head. Glittering possibilities. Few probabilities. Can you tell me the steps that lead to my destruction? What do I do to succeed? Your future shifts even as you ask the question. The sisters to your right seek advantage. The ones to your left compromise. You are on the edge of the blade. Your choices are yours. And your future echoes through your realities. All you need to do is step. Calistique, you're trafficking in supposition and similar. What makes you any better than a hedge witch prognosticating in lark entrails? What makes me different? She smiles wide. I actually see the future, Calistique. Your path is fraught. And you are your own worst enemy. Interesting. Tell me about Rin, then. Our little girl. She takes Rin's hands in hers. Child, the future is uncertain. The one you travel with is a decisive force in your life, though it remains to be seen whether this force is for good or for ill. I cannot advise you, for your future is in flux. You must make the choice yourself. Interesting. Tell me about Tibia. The other fraud. For the gallows glass, I have only one prediction. Change your ways or live with your regrets forever. Forever? That's a long time, my dear. And I'm told nothing lasts that long. She turns her head toward him and looks away, shivering. I have spoken. Forget it. I want to ask other questions. About this Clarion. I'm looking for warriors to join Clarion in the endless battle. She thinks you'd be a valuable ally. Dharma is still here, is he not? I follow his lead. He believes one of our old foes is still present in the city, and if he believes it, I do as well. I will not abandon him, should he need me. All right. Then that's all for now. Farewell. Let's talk to one of the other guys. Siobe, Dharma. Let's talk to Siobe. Let's talk to her. This woman's face seems timeless, neither old nor young, unblemished but somehow not perfect. Her dark and wavy hair floats like a cloud to her shoulders. When she speaks, her voice is musical, almost artificial. I'm Siobe, and you are. She concentrates, fingers pressed to her temples. When her table mates start smiling, she pulls them away. I'm not actually a mind reader like these two. I'm just a joker. A joker? So you're not going to guess who I am? I don't know who you are, but I can tell you where you're from. Tell me, are you from the area? A small hamlet, slightly isolated, but still within the broader Sagas Protectorate? Somewhere near Arwynwood, perhaps? Alright, that would be interesting to know, though. Let's be honest here, because these people seem honest, so we'll return the favor. I actually don't know where I'm from. I was born in a falling star. What? How is it that you know the language here? You must be particularly observant. Your voice, your inflections, your mannerisms, they speak of someone whose upbringing was based on an older version of the Sagas Cliffs dialect. That suggests an isolated aldea or enclave of some sort. Although she claimed not to be a mind reader, Siobe's mind is impenetrable. She might as well be one of the bartender's pumps. And, what's going on with this place? It's the Fifth Eye. It's where the psychics and psionics of Sagas Cliffs have been coming for generations to protect ourselves from the noise of the city. Life is easier when you're among friendly people, those of your own kind, she loves. Though not everyone here is technically one of us, some of the people you see here are manifestations of our minds. Some of them were called here by our minds, and some have come from other dimensions even. She leans back, tapping a finger on her lips. I have a challenge for you. One of the 5 of us who own this bar is a projection. Talk to the other veterans of the psychic wars and see if you can figure out which of us is the projection. You can ask each of us only once, so make your questioning count. Are you the psychic projection? Me? No, indeed. In fact, I'm projecting him now. It's my power that makes the projection possible. If I were you, I'd focus on physicality. Best of luck. So it's a him. It's a him. So it's one of the men. Interesting. So can you tell me more about yourself before? I am Siobe. I hail from the western reaches of the Clock of Kalar, near Mathionis. She bows her head modestly. I have had the opportunity to serve with my fellows here in a number of disturbances, though if you wish to hear more about those conflicts, you must speak with Dharma. I am their support, their backup, and if need be, their physical offense. And about that endless battle. Clarion would be honored to call you an ally.
I'll remember that.
I am through with war. I'm finished. I want nothing more to do with conflict. I have served my time. My colleagues might help you, but I refuse. Don't ask again. Well, thank you and farewell. Let's find out who the psychic projection is. And I think she told us she was projecting him. So she's the one project him. And there's one projection already there. So maybe let's try find out in the next episode. And also what Malaise will be doing here. Thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you. And have a good time until then. This is Immanuel signing out.